Hi, hey guys. Thanks for joining in another episode of CoachChron, coming to you live here with some life lessons, some stuff. Today's message that I want to talk about is setbacks and dealing with problems in our lives. Every single human being has problems that come up in their life. It was the other day, and he said he posted, "Hey, we all have problems." Not all of us post them on Facebook, right? And I thought I got a chuckle out of that. I don't post a lot of stuff on Facebook. I don't do that. Most of my personal life stuff. I let my wife take care of that, take the pictures and snap the photos of the kids and stuff like that. But dealing with setbacks, problems, right? So today, perfect example for me, and that's why I wanted to capture this right while I'm hot. I just changed my t-shirt because I was all sweaty. I literally just got done changing the tire on my car, and it's funny how problems can kind of build up and they can just snowball into bigger things. And sometimes there's nothing you can really do to stop that. But what we can do is we can focus our mindset, how we react to the problems, how we deal with the problems, and how we internalize the problems to ourselves. And that's really the message for today is whenever life kicks you or gives you a hard time or doesn't do exactly what you want it to do, don't give up. Don't give in. Don't accept defeat, right? Take it, acknowledge, hey, I got this obstacle in my way, whether it was known or whether it came up unexpectedly, whatever it is, it came up and it's part of life. And your attitude and how you respond to that challenge, that's going to define who you are, right? The way you handle adversity and also the way you handle success defines who you are as a person. And so what I'm telling you today, challenging you to do today, is to take what comes and don't moan about it. Don't complain about it. Don't start yelling at your wife or your spouse. Don't get angry with make the most out of the problem. Fight through, get it done, figure out the solution. If you can't figure out the solution right away, that's okay. Set up an action plan to figure it out. Do whatever you need to do to get it done. But that's the message of today. Real quickly, I'll go through my story of events here today and, to give you a taste of what happens. So, I'm on my normal path. I'm doing everything great. I'm feeling great about life. I'm following a lot of the things that I set out, for you guys in all these videos that I do. I'm eating right. I'm working out. I'm taking care of myself. I'm reading. I'm stimulating my mind, my body, my soul. Everything's going great, right? I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to be a new father here in a few weeks. I've got a couple important phone calls at work today. I've got a couple important phone calls at home after later into the evening. And so I've got a lot of things going on right now, but just like normal, good things. Everything's good, progressing, moving forward, progressing in life. And I get up this morning and my tire on my car is completely flat. Completely flat. What happened is we just bought this house not too long ago. They're still finishing out the community. It's a new community, and so obviously there's construction going on all over the place. So every day we're driving in, coming home, leaving the house. We're driving through, swerving around, little piles of debris. Now they do a really good job of keeping things clean, but inevitably there is going to be some stuff on the roads, and I got a nail in my tire. Right? And so, obviously, all the air went out of my tire. I have a completely flat tire. Okay, not a huge deal. I'm sure we've all, changed a tire before. And if you haven't, well, you can check one of my other videos about, some of the farmers' intuition for the city folk, right? That's a perfect thing there that we talk about doing those simple things that, you really should know how to do. You don't want to rely on other people to do those things because you may get in a situation where you need to do it for yourself. So flat tire, I can fix that. Not a big deal, right? Okay. Next thing though, so I get up, I'm all dressed up for work. I got to take my suit off. I got to take my jacket off. I got to undo, everything I just, got ready to go walk out the door and go to the office. And now, I've got to email in and tell my people I work with, say, hey, I'm I'm not going to be in there right away. It might take me, a couple hours. I might be later this afternoon, but, I'm not going to be there immediately, right? So I got to let my team know. I've got to go change my clothes. And, so all of this already, just those couple things, a lot of people could take that and be irritated, be upset, start getting frustrated, and start like letting it affect their day, right? That's not the right attitude to have. Don't do that, right? It's no big deal. It's a flat tire. It's life. It happens, right? Send a quick email. Tell your team you're not going to be at work. Go change your clothes so you can get all sweaty. It's summertime, so it's hot. I'm in Texas. It's super hot outside. It's probably 92 degrees, and it's, 11 o'clock in the morning or something. Not a huge deal. Don't let it affect me. Hasn't affected me yet. I go to the restroom, and recently so two things, right? Just a couple days ago, my phone case ripped apart, so I have to get a new cell phone case, which, I'm kind of particular. Usually, I'll be honest, my wife usually picks out my cell phone case. I usually don't, she's, I don't know, if she likes it, I like it, and if it works, it works. So, that's not really my thing. So that happened just like the other day, and so that was a small problem. And now here, so I've got my phone in my hand, and I'm going to I go to the restroom real quick. I'm changing my clothes, and my phone slips out of my hand because I don't have my case. It's a little slippery, right? I've just got the straight, phone, and it falls right into the toilet, completely soaked in water, right? What could have already been considered a bad day just became like a much worse day, right? But I mean, you can see my face here. I'm smiling. I'm laughing about this because it's just kind of funny, And it's sure it might cost me a little bit of money to fix the phone. It cost me some time, some effort to change the tire, to go get that fixed. But these things, you see what I'm saying? I still didn't let the second thing happen, or didn't let the second thing get me into a bad mindset or a bad state. And that's what you got to do. You can't let these things drag you down. It's life, and it's going to come. It's going to go. Deal with it. Push forward, and just resolve it, right? So I immediately grabbed the phone, picked it up, I cleaned it off, right? I rinsed it off, and then I wiped it off. And now there's a little home remedy trick. I've got it in a bag of rice soaking right now. I don't know if you know about this technique, but apparently the technique is, and I've never had to do this before, so this is my first attempt, but a home remedy for fixing a wet phone is to put it into a bag of rice and let it sit there for a day or two, and the rice will absorb all the moisture out of the phone, and hopefully your phone will work. So I've got that soaking, it's not a big deal. I just, I pulled it out, wiped it off, got a bag of rice together, put it in there, so I don't have a phone today. I've still got my iPad. I can do whatever. And if I don't have an iPad, it's not a big deal. Go a day without the phone. You'll actually probably enjoy it, and you'll be like, man, I don't even want that phone back because it's a lot of distraction. I got things beeping and buzzing and like notifications and appointments, and a day without the phone was pretty nice. So just maintain a good attitude, and that's the main point here is don't let problems that come up, because we all have problems. Recognize that, understand that. Don't try and control everything about the future, because you can't. And so when something happens that isn't part of your plan or isn't what you wanted exactly, it's okay. Deal with it. Solve it. Fix it. Do whatever you need to do. Make an action plan to fix it or solve it or resolve it. Whatever it is. But you got to deal with it, And that leads me kind of into a secondary topic, which we're going on just about 9.5, 10 minutes here. So, I'm not going to go all the way into that. But another topic that leads me into is here, I just forgot what it was. So, I'll leave us with that. And, we'll pick up next time. I'm sure it'll come back to me. And when it does, I'll do another session, and I'll leave another video for y'all. So thanks for tuning in. Again, CoachChron here, Coach Chronister. Check me out, jeremiahchronister.com, CoachChron.com. Thanks for tuning in. And, keep your chin up. Keep pushing forward. Onward and upward. That's the only way to go. Moving forward, or send me all the enthusiasm that I give out. So thank you, and have a good day.